Some stakeholders in education have urged the federal government and states to prioritize investment in the education sector to boost children's development at early stage. Katharina Montalo, proprietress, Bloom Daycare Nursery Primary School, and some parents gave the advice on the sideline of the 2023 graduation award ceremony of the school in Abuja. She commended government's efforts in advancing public institutions, but said more should be done to encourage private schools to achieve meaningful growth.
The issues with private schools now is that we don't have proper fundings because it's private, So it's the proprietress or the proprietor that has to take care of everything to do with the school. And government needs to encourage us because every minute a new school is being opened and it's like a mushroom school. They don't have proper facilities, but they still accredit them. So we are asking that they should try and help us in that sector. Well, life now has become very difficult for everybody. So with the increment of the petrol, the increment of everything, the food stuff everywhere. So we try as much as possible not to make our school fees so high so that the parents will not suffer. Well, if the parents are willing to pay the school fees on time, I think most of the teachers will be happy. Most everybody will be happy in the schools because everything will move because the payments are made on time. But if there is no payment, then it becomes difficult.
In a separate interview, an educationist, Mrs. Ebere Abazi, urged government to prioritize investment in education to achieve targets. She said proper investment in education would improve standards in public and private educational schools and promote moral, spiritual, and psychological development in children.
The government they should do a lot in promoting education in Nigeria because this is the basics. Without education, the country will not stand. All the government need to do is to support everything about education. Increase funding in education. Make sure that you have adequate funding for education. In Nigeria, I should think that education is getting the lowest funding in maybe in the budget. They should increase budget in education and make sure they have trained teachers that will promote education in Nigeria.
A parent, Mr. Dominic Akwem, commended efforts by school teachers, saying they contributed to formation of education of children outside their homes.
Like we have seen just from what was displayed by those people that carry out the debate, child education is very fundamental and it stands as the bedrock for which any society that wants to develop revolves. So any investment that we put on our children is never a waste. On this note, I want our parents to see it as a priority above every other thing that the education of their children is very, very paramount. Because once the children are educated, then we are going to have a more healthy society.
For her part, a parent, Mrs. Rukayat, commended the school for teaching the children public speaking, social and cultural skills, saying such would help them fit into larger society. Some of the pupils expressed happiness with the school management efforts to always make them enjoy learning and improve themselves.
I didn't expect what I saw from the school. The school gave me a lot. Like most especially my daughter Sophia. I really appreciate what the teachers are doing. The proprietress, that's Auntie Grace. There is a lot about the school which I can't say everything. As a parent, you need to watch each and every step your child is what your child is doing in the school. Like in terms of homework.
High points of the event was debate, dance and drama performances by pupils of the school, as well as cutting the graduation cake.
I am here to oppose the motion which says education is better than money with my following view.
Give me letter M. What does it call? Blue. What does it call? Blue.